PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another best of the best episode every Friday. This is 1991. We're getting closer to those vaunted, those sacred, those magical 90s years. 91 is still just a smidgen before the inserts and parallels took over, but just like we saw in 1990 last week, I've got 5 really cool cards here for you this week. They're low pop, they're very unique. We're not stuck on the base stuff. This stuff's got some stuff behind it. There's a little junk to it, if you know what I'm saying. So let's not waste any more time. Let me get you cranking. Remember, I've got 2 cards in honorable mention, and then I will rank my third, second, and first most favorite cards, most favoritist, as they say in Louisiana, cards from the year 1991. These are not the most valuable. These are not the cards you need to go buy. These are not the cards that are the best investment. These are just the cards that I like the most, and we're going in reverse order. So first, let's start with 2 honorable mentions. I do have 4 of these 5 cards. I've got card honorable mention, card number 3, card number 2. I do not have card number 1, and you're about to see why, because it's not easy to find. All right, let's get cranking. Honorable mention number 1 is the 1991 Kenner starting lineup Michael Jordan dribbling variation. I do own the card. This is my BGS 9.5 copy. It is a Pop 9 card. There are none graded higher. There are no BGS 10s out there. It's a minimum gem, which is the way I like it. The centering says 9. The damn centering looks really good to me. Even the back centering looks good enough to be a 9.5. I don't know what the hell Beckett was doing, but I'll take it. I mean, I like the look of the card. I think it's a beautiful looking card. Can't tell who that is on the Cavs guarding him. Could be Larry Nance. Could be Brad Daugherty. I don't know. I think I've talked about that and asked that question before. I think I just recently shared this on a mail day on my channel. Here's the card. Here's my particular card. Beckett has graded this 71 total times. Ever. 1991, by the way, was 32 years ago. Beckett's graded it 71 times. That's like grading 2 cards a year for 31 years. There are only 9 9.5s. The average cards an 8.5 or a 9. Probably over half the cards grade 8.5 or 9. PSA has graded the card right here 322 times. There's 7 PSA 10s. So between BGS and PSA, there are 16 gems in existence. For that reason, I think it's a pretty good pickup. I've got it sorted by the highest price ever sold. Not surprisingly, all of them are PSA 10s. The June 1st BGS 9.5 of 1,050. I'm pretty sure that's mine. If we check the cert number, yeah, that's going to be mine. 7094. So now the secret's out. You know what I paid for it. Here's why I'm okay with it. Look at the sale prices of the PSA 10s. 9,000, 11,000, 12,000. I picked mine up for 1,000. It was the most anybody I think I'd ever paid for a 9.5, but at the same time, it's like 1/9 of the 2021. It's the PSA 10 kept running from 2021 all the way through 2023. In fact, one sold 8 days before I picked up my BGS 9.5 for 11 times as much. That's just bananas to me. So I was happy to put a BGS into my collection. That is the honorable mention card number 1. Honorable mention card number 2 is going to be the 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan SP1. I've got it in my vault so you can see a nice high-def image in PWCC. By the way, if you like my PWCC vault and the images and the shareable links that I can give to you and show to you without kind of disclosing the value of each and every card and getting into all the privacy stuff, you should consider the PWCC vault. Make sure you use my affiliated link if you ever think about buying cards on the PWCC Weekly or Premier Auction. Make sure you use my promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, if you ever want to submit cards to your vault or ship cards into PWCC for them to sell for you as a consigner. Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all caps. Another way you can support the channel, by the way, sorry to interrupt, is to just click the PayPal link. If you think my videos are worthwhile, you think they merit some type of monetary contribution, I'd love you for it. I appreciate it. There's another easy way. Just go into my YouTube description, top right, there's a PayPal link, click it, give $1, give $23, give $23.23. Nobody's given $2,300 yet, but I'm seeing Michael Jordan type stuff coming through. Even I saw a $45 for Michael when he came back wearing the 4-5 and went to work. Anyway, the next honorable mention cards, this 91 Upper Deck SP1. A lot of people think this is his first baseball card when he retired and went to play baseball, but you've got your years wrong. This is pre-retirement. He was just having batting practice with the White Sox. That's what the front looks like. The back is awesome. It's SP1 because it's a promo card. I've got it pulled up here. It is not a rare card. I repeat, this is the furthest thing from a rare card. There are 2,217 PSA 10s. It's been graded 25,000 times approximately between PSA and BGS. But do you want to know something interesting? Do you remember how mom and dad told you never buy high pop cards because they only go down in value as they're graded over and over and over? Check out this card over the last 6 months, up 26%. Literally up 26%. You could have picked a card up for $310. The last one sold for $600. The card's up. That's a 100% increase, but generally speaking, that is a trend line right there. It's a 2217 in PSA 10. There's 138 sales over the last 180 days, and the sucker is rising. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. The PSA 9 is chump change. PSA 9 is a $58 card. It's actually up 10% over the last 6 months, and it's sold 438 times because it's pop a gazillion. All right, that's it for the honorable mention. Let's move on to card number 3 on my list. It is none other than the Michael Jordan Spike Lee 1991 Nike promo card. I have got it pulled up somewhere in my vault, but I'm slow. Here's mine. I've got the whole set in PSA 8. PSA 10's a doozy. PSA 10's going to take some work. For those of you who are old like me, you remember these commercials. Spike Lee, before he was Spike Lee, was Mars Blackman. Mars Blackman was like the annoying sidekick to Michael Jordan, his little hype man. He's a teeny tiny little dude, which Spike Lee is in real life. He's a little Martian. He's a little munchkin looking dude. There's Jordan palming him. Jordan's got the beautiful black retros on, ball in hand, completely geared out in his Air Jordan brand stuff. The best on Earth and the best on Mars. And of course, this was the Mars Blackman character from those 1991 Nike commercials. On the back, it says, Mars Blackman here demonstrating some serious hang time with my main man, Michael Jordan. And it's got Spike Lee. It's got Michael Jordan. This was a set that was released, in packs. And every time you open a pack, you get the set. And then a lot of people can send them in for grading. These cards also are not rare. For whatever reason, not that many of these have been graded. I'm about to show you here. This is card number 1. So this is the card that I selected that I've got in my vault that I was just showing you. It's been graded 503 times. 6 PSA 10s. Did you hear me? 6. That is a really small number. That's like a really small number. I don't know how else to say it. It's a shade over 1% gem rate. Even a PSA 9 is tough. I think card number 1 was the top card in every one of the packs. And for that reason, those corners were more susceptible and that surface was more susceptible than the cards that were in the middle, because as you go down, you'll see, card number 6, card number 5 have low gem rates. But the cards in the middle have the higher gem rates, not real high, but the middle card number 3 in the pack, has the highest gem percentage with 111 PSA 10s. But this is the card that kind of speaks to me and probably speaks to most people, the card you're looking at on your screen. If we look at the last sold PSA 10, sold just the other day. Damn, that's a month ago for $5,100. Like I said, tough to find the PSA 10. Guess what? The PSA 8's a $60, $50, $60, $50 card. So not expensive at all. If you wanted to collect the entire set in PSA 8, you can do it like me. You'll even be able to find people on eBay selling them as complete PSA 8 sets, because that's sort of the average grade that you're going to pick up on. The next card on our list is none other than the 1991 Upper Deck award winner, number 1, hologram. And I have got it here, and it was the scoring leaders hologram. It's Michael Jordan bent over here, hologram in the back. This was next level okay, for lack of a better word. In 1991, these holograms, everything about Upper Deck was just big time badass. From the very first hologram I saw on a 1989 Upper Deck card to this card you're looking at right now. Here's my version of the AW1 right there. As you can see, Hologram City PSA 10 is beautiful to have. The back of the card kind of mimics the base set backs as well. And this is Jordan putting a shot up over those the New Jersey Nets. That could be I just went blank. Derek Coleman right there underneath. Jordan looks like he's going up and under. And those stonewashed kind of stonewashed light blue denim, sky blue stonewashed denim uniforms were really cool for those Nets teams back then with Derek Coleman and a couple of those guys. Kenny Anderson was on those teams. I've got it pulled up. The PSA 10 award winner hologram last sold for $810. So it sold for $1,225, $500 this year. It's really interesting that a day apart, one could sell for $500, and then the very next day, also on eBay at auction, it sells for $1,225. It makes me think this guy sold it too short, but this doesn't seem quite right. So I would chill with that. I wouldn't assume this is a $1,200 card. If you throw out the $1,225, you've got $635, $500, and $810, $870, $420, $750, $750, $485, $500. This card's all over the place, and part of it's probably got something to do with surface issues. Here's the pop report. It's not in the card ladder database, but it's AW1. Remember, there's also, for those of you interested, an AW4, which I think is the MVP. The AW4 Michael Jordan Award winner. They've both been graded about 4,500 to 4,800 times, somewhere in that range. 135 PSA 10s for the AW1. The AW4 grades much, much, much better with 357. But this is a 3% gem rate right here. 135 out of 4416 is about a 3% gem rate. So very difficult card to gem. You can see most of them grade PSA 8 and PSA 9. If we go back to our sales history and we get rid of the 10, if you want this thing in a PSA 8, you're looking at $15 to $25. If you want it in PSA 9, you want some more meaning to it, a little more oomph to it. Of course, the 10's tough to find, and it's a high three-figure card. We saw the 1225, but I think it's more like 700, 800, maybe 600, 700, 800, something like that. You're looking at 40, 45, $50, something like that. Not a big deal for a PSA 9. Easy to pick up. And so that is card number 2 on my list. Card number 1 on my list, I'm about to blow your mind just like I did with 1990. This is another prototype card. It's the 1991 Hoops Prototype 004. Yeah, I know it sounds like a British Secret Service agent. This is a card that many of you may not even know exists. Jordan's driving left on the microwave, Vinnie Johnson. This is a metal prototype. So as early as 1991, the Hoops company was considering producing a metal card, right? And we know what happened in 95, 96, 97, 98. Metal came out. Fleer Metal 95, Metal 96. Metal Universe came in 97, Metal Universe Championship also 97, and then Metal Universe again in 1998, which gave rise to some of the greatest inserts that our hobby knows, and certainly some of the greatest parallels that our hobby knows, namely the precious metal gems. This card, let's look it up in Beckett first. Let's read. I'm just going to read it to you because they do it better than I could. This 10-card set measures the standard size. The fronts feature color action player photos with differing color borders in one of the team's colors. The player's name appears above the picture, and the team logo overlays in the lower left corner. In a horizontal format, the back has a headshot of the player, biographical information, college and pro statistics, and this is important, the words prototype are written in block lettering across the back. I wanted to show you, so I've pulled it up on Trading Card Database. That's what it looks like. You see in big and bold, prototype, not a card, right? This is a prototype card. It's card number 004. That's the Michael Jordan. I want to show you who else is in the set. Clyde the Glide, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Barkley, Magic, Karl Malone, and Dominique Wilkins. They have all-star cards for 4 of those guys. And by the way, 10 for 10. Hall of Famers, Hall of Famers, Hall of Famers, Hall of Famers. So very, very, very rare card right there. I've got it pulled up right here. The card has sold. This is not a PSA. This is not a BGS. This card has sold 23 times in history. I've got it sorted by price. The last one sold for $8,100 just a couple months ago. This is a very rare card. Very rare in high grade as well. Again, it is metal, so it's going to grade a little bit better than the average card. It's just rare. It's not grading rarity. It's just freaking rare, man. If we sort it by the most recent 2 sales, 8100 and then 5388, that's not even the card, so we can take this thing out. I don't know what the hell's going on right there. That doesn't make any sense. So it's actually 22 times the card sold, maybe less than that because some of the others may also be messed up. But the last 2 have sold for 5388 and 8100. So really rare card. I can't show you mine because I don't own the damn thing, but a very, very interesting card. And that does it, guys. That's it. That's the list for 1991. I think it's pretty cool. It's getting a little bit more nuanced, a little bit more off the radar, a little bit cooler stuff as we go chronologically coming towards the present. We're in 1991, so that is what, 7 years in the books. We've got 7 more years to go to get to 1998. I think I was going to go to. Maybe I was going to go to 1999. I can't remember. But we'll keep them going. And they're coming out every Friday. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. It's real easy. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon for notifications. If you want to figure out a way to support the channel, you want to see some more Jordan stuff, you want to see some more innovative stuff. I do a lot more than just Jordan stuff, but lately I've been on a Jordan kick. So my apologies, or you're welcome, depending on your perspective. But there is a lot more to this channel than just Michael Jordan content. Go into the YouTube description. There's 4 ways you can support my channel. One of them is by buying from this company right here. It's called homage.com. I've got an affiliate link for you to purchase t-shirts and apparel, some really clever, innovative stuff on homage.com as well. Just go in the YouTube description. I won't bore you here. 4 easy ways to support the channel, and only one of them requires you to come out of pocket and contribute money to the channel directly. The rest of it, you get something in return. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and I hope you have a great weekend. Peace.